Hello, welcome to my class. 071/Charlie Oscar Mike /1011 Orient a map using a lensatic compass. Okay? My name is Specialist Lonsiger, and this is your tasks. Task conditions and standards. Alright? Task. Orient a map using a lensatic compass following all performance steps correctly, using one of two methods. There are two methods that I'm going to be showing you today, but you only have to show me one when it comes time for the assessment. Conditions. You are a member of a squad or team in a field environment, have been directed to orient a map in preparation for movement. You have a 1 in 50,000 scale topographic map of the area. You have a protractor, and then you also have a compass. Okay? This is all this equipment is in front of you right now. Alright? Standards. Determine the direction and value of the declination. Lay the map in a horizontal position. Orient the map to the ground using a compass. Okay? The overall risk assessment for this is low. Okay? As I have my risk assessment guide right here. Right? Watch out for tripping hazards. We don't want anyone to fall. We don't want anyone to get hurt. Okay? It's not high. Just watch out. Watch where you're going. Number 2. Drink a lot of water, as it is very hot outside. We don't want anyone to dehydrate and pass out. Alright? And lastly, wash your hands while handling paper, as you can get paper cuts and they're very painful. Alright? So, let's begin. As you see over here, I have all the performance steps correctly. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Both the methods are on there. Right? And then I have my outline right here. So if we look over here, what this is called, it's called a declination diagram. Right? So you have your grid north right here, and then this is the same one that is on this map, which is in this location right here. Right? It's right here. This is the declination diagram right here. Okay? And then you have your grid north, and then your magnetic north. Right? Our magnetic north, where we are currently located, is to the left of the grid north, with a GM angle of 4 degrees. Alright? Now that we know this is very crucial information when trying to orient a map. Okay? Let me move this camera. Okay? As you can see right here is our declination diagram. Okay? As you see here, our GM angle is 4. Okay? Now you want to open your compass up just like that. Okay? Now if you look here on this left side of this compass, it looks like a ruler. We are going to take the grid of this square here, the north grids, as you see right here. We are going to line up the left side of this compass up against the lines of the grid. Okay? Now that we got it to the left side, what we want to do is we want to move the entire map with the compass direction where that arrow on the compass is lined up with this line here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Note, this is almost oriented now. Now we are at a situation when we look at our let's go back to our declination diagram. On the left hand side, you want the arrow to go left. On the right hand side, you want to add GM angle. So you want to add, right? So now I want to subtract 4 degrees from here. So if I'm going to look here, I need my angle at 356 degrees right here. Okay? At this point, the map is now oriented. So, I just showed you the first performance step. The first method to orient a map. And that is these three right here on the sheets. Okay? The next one I'm going to show you is method 2. With this method, you are going to need a protractor, you are going to need a compass, and you are going to need a pencil. Okay? Let's get into it. As we are looking at our diagram again, we notice that it's still, our GM angle is still at 4, it still hasn't changed. So what we are going to do now is we are going to look here, and when it shows we're going to measure out 4 degrees. So we're going to go we're going to take a line right here with our protractor in the center of that, with the north line being with the north and south being equal on here, and the lines on this side are even. We are going to come up here and take out we are going to come out here and take out 4 degrees from up here in this compass region, and we're going to place a mark. Alright, now if the declination was to the right of grid north, the magnetic was to the right of grid north, we would add. But since it is to the left, we are going to subtract. Okay, let's do that. So now at 356, which is right here. Alright, so now that I have that, I have my mark right here, right? I am going to put my pencil on the where I had the center of the protractor. I'm going to line up for the center of the protractor with the protractor here, and I'm going to scribe a line from one end to the other. Okay? Now, we want to take that same left-hand side of the compass. We are going to want to orient that compass on the line we just drew, and we are going to move our compass to the north. When this arrow is to the north, when that arrow is to the north, our map is now oriented. At this time, candidates, do you have any questions? Okay, we are going to get into a practice exercise. I'm going to be going over and I'm going to show you on how you can get it done if you need any help. You have all the equipment available. Go ahead, take 30 minutes and practice. Okay, perfect. Now is everyone all warm and fuzzy about orienting a map? I am now going to be going over the assessment. This paper right here, this is what I'm going to be grading you on, right? I'm going to grade you on that the direction of the declination and the value from the declination diagram. I'm going to grade you on that. I'm also going to grade you that the map is laid on a horizontal plane. Cut and simple. The map's on a table. Cut and simple. It's dry. It's easy. And use one of the 2 techniques to orient the map. Okay? This is what I'm going to be grading you on. At this time, do you have any questions? You may now begin your assessment and I will watch. Begin. At this time, candidate, you are a go at this station. Do you have any questions? Okay, so the overall risk assessment was low. No one tripped. We all drank water, and no one got a paper cut. Perfect. Perfect. What I could do. What was our goal today? Orient a map using a lens-guided compass. What did we actually do today? We oriented a map using lens-guided compass using two different methods that I showed you. Are there any improves to this class that I just gave you? Are there any sustains to the class that I just gave you? At this point, I am going to send your grades up to the chain of command so they can further evaluate and let you know how they did on this class. Alright. Now, I want you guys to pass up all your equipment up to this table in a nice, neat, organized pile. Okay? Now, I'm going to clean up. This concludes my training.